Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hit out at Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banejree and the Trinamool Congress, accusing Mamata Banejree of politics over dead bodies. The Prime Minister was speaking at Asansol. The Prime Minister talked about this alleged audio conversation purportedly between Mamata Banejree and Parthapratim Ray, the Trinamool Congress candidate at Sitalkuchi, where Mamata Banejree is allegedly telling her candidate, seize the bodies. Are these our people? In case they are, don't let families take these bodies. We'll take out a procession. The BJP has accused the TMC of playing politics over the dead body. The TMC has hit back at the BJP, saying, who tapped the Chief Minister's phone?
Explosive audio leak. Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banejree purportedly on tape. After Bengal Hafta Gate, TMC hit with Coach Bihar firing audio gate. BJP on Friday released an audio tape of a conversation purportedly between Mamata and TMC's Sitalkuchi candidate Parthapratim Ray after 5 were killed during 4th phase of elections. In the explosive audio, the Bengal Chief Minister is allegedly heard telling the TMC nominee to hold rallies with the 4 of the victims' bodies who lost their lives in Coach Bihar firing on April 10th. The Trinamool Supremo is also heard planning to shift the blame to the local SP and circle inspector and arrest of CRPF personnel.
হ্যাঁ দিদি
মাথা ঠান্ডা করে ভোটটা করো, তারপরে বিচার আমরা করবো।
একদম
আমি অ্যারেস্ট করাবো সব কটা সিআরপিএফকে। ডেড বডিগুলো এখন রেখে দাও, কালকে ডেড বডিগুলো নিয়ে র্যালি হবে। আজকে পরিবারগুলোকে বলবে কেউ ডেড বডি নেবে না।
ঠিক ঠিক।
The purported voice of Mamata can be heard claiming the firing a handiwork of the BJP to implement national population register and detention camps.
চারিদিকে বলি যে চিন্তা করার কোনো কারণে ভোটটা না দিতে পারেন যাতে, তার জন্য এরা এরকম করবে।
ঠিক
ওরা এনপিআর করবে, ওরা ডিটেনশন ক্যাম্প করবে, তাই একদম
একদম কোনো চিন্তা নেই। ঠিক আছে, আমি দেখে নিচ্ছি।
Releasing the audio clip, BJP IT cell chief Amit Malviya accused Mamata Banerjee of playing politics using the dead. A charge echoed by Prime Minister Modi himself.
इस ऑडियो में कुछ बिहार के टीएमसी नेता को कहा जा रहा है कि मारे गए लोगों के शवों के साथ रैली निकालो। दीदी, वोट बैंक के लिए कहां तक जाएगी आप?
TMC did not deny that the voice on the tape is that of Mamata. The party played out the tape. In a poll rally, Mamata herself claimed that Home Minister Amit Shah is tapping her phone.
সেটা বললেও ফোনটাকে ট্যাপ করছে কেন্দ্রীয় সরকার, পুরো ফোন ট্যাপ করছে এবং ইটস এ গ্রেট স্ক্যাম। আমি এটা নিয়ে সিআইডি এনকোয়ারি অর্ডার দেব এবং আমি মনে করি এটা সিআইডি এনকোয়ারি করে বের করা উচিত। কে আমার ফোন ট্যাপ করেছে আমি জানতে চাই।
India Today could not independently verify the authenticity of the audio clip, which was released by the Saffron Party. On April 10th, 5 persons were killed after central forces opened fire on the crowd after coming under mob attack. The Sitalkuchi dead include a first-time voter who was dragged out of a booth and shot dead. With Indrajit Kundu, Bureau Report, India Today.
And joining me on India Today, Shatarupa, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Monojit Mandal, representing the Trinamool Congress. But before I come to my guests, I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Paulami Saha, joining us from Ground Zero. And Paulami, how are people on ground reacting to this audio tape? Apparently, both the TMC and the BJP have approached the Election Commission in Bengal now.
Well, Gaurav, as far as the voter is concerned, they're watching very keenly all the developments, all the political that is happening in and around the West Bengal elections between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the TMC. Of course, how they feel about it is something that they've reserved for the ballot box itself. But yes, both the BJP and the TMC have approached the Election Commission today. The BJP went early in the morning at 10:30 a.m. and demanded an SIT be formed in order to probe this audio tape, which which was released by the Bharatiya Janata Party yesterday, they of course very interestingly say that it is the fellow party men of Miss Mamata Banejree who've in fact made this clip go viral because they wanted to claim political dividends out of it in order to polarize the election and in favor of a particular community, and they were trying to divide communities and religious lines. They are the ones who leaked it out. It became viral and it reached the public domain, and that's when the BJP accessed it and then brought it forward in a press conference. Now, the TMC, of course, has approached the Election Commission and said that it is absolutely criminal and illegal that the BJP has recorded or has, in some sense, instructed the recording of the Chief Minister's phone, and this is completely illegal. It is against her legal rights, against her right to privacy, and this is a criminal act which needs to be investigated.
Stay with me,
well.
Paulomi. Let me bring in Shatarupa for more on this, because Shatarupa, the charges leveled by the Trinamool Congress are extremely grave. The Chief Minister's phone allegedly tapped right to privacy of the Chief Minister and of the TMC candidate at Sitalkuchi, both violated, ma'am.
Good evening, Gaurav. Thank you for bringing me on the show. Whether at all there has been a violation, whether at all anybody has recorded or like we are claiming that it was already out in the public domain and we simply accessed it. It remains to be seen. I think if Trinamool is so upset and getting hyper over it, they should simply contact the Election Commission and get the needful investigation done. But having said that, the contents of what she's been saying to Parthapratim, the district president of Kuch Bihar, as well as the candidate of Sitalkuchi, that itself is very, very scary. She, like the Prime Minister has very categorically said, the level of appeasement politics that she's been doing is appalling. She can even stoop down, and this is not the first time, mind you, Gaurav. This is not the first time she's done it. It's just that you have it on tape now. She has been doing rallies with dead bodies for time immemorial.
Okay.
She's been doing that at the beginning of
Mandal, the Prime Minister's charge was grave. The Prime Minister said Mamata Banejree wanted to take out a procession with dead bodies of the people who'd been killed in police action. Just the BJP says, how low will Mamata Banejree and the Trinamool Congress stoop to win elections?
I mean, how low the Prime Minister of this country can stoop low? I mean, he has completely proven that he was misrepresenting the people of Bengal when, for the first time, 1st of April, he was talking about "Mere kaan mein fusur karke aaya Didi aur ek seat se lad rahi hai." That discourse is completely over. I'll come to this point. It suggests, Gaurav, the Prime Minister is endorsing the tapes. Meaning, this was tapped by his Deputy Home Minister, and I'm adding to that, it was handed over to the Election Commission of India on that night itself, immediately after the tapping of the phone, and the Election Commission of India at around 8 p.m. on 10th of April. And why are you so desperate? You are trying to calm down others. Now I'll expose you. Don't worry. Have patience. The Election Commission of India at around 8 o'clock on 10th of April puts the embargo that nobody can go to that particular place. Now, I am making this charge on your TV. How there is a co-host between the Election Commission of India and the government of India who is tapping the phone. You understand what I'm trying to say? I mean, look at this. This kind of degree of importance is given to this tape, saying that this was probably leaked by Parthapratim Rao. You showed it from your office.
Okay.
Does it mean that Parthapratim Rao handed over to you? Say this. Say this. If you have the gut that yes, you have got it from Parthapratim Roy. You don't have the gut because you know how you've got it. You tapped her phone, handed over to the Election Commission now on the eve of election. Gaurav, I tell you, on the eve of election, you are leaking this purposefully so that today Prime Minister can come and make politics out of it.
Shatarupa, respond, because whether it's Derek O'Brien or Yashwant Sinha, the entire top leadership of the Trinamool Congress, and you heard Mamata Banerjee herself raise the point that the Chief Minister's phone was being tapped, and this shows how democracy, and that's the point that Trinamool raises, is under threat when the Chief Minister's phone is not safe, ma'am.
Yes, Gaurav, at the risk of repeating myself over and over again, I'll say the same thing again, that if they want to prove that we have tapped her phone, or what Manojit Mondo said something to the effect that we have a deputy home minister. Now, I don't know, please enlighten me whether we have a deputy home minister or not. I am not very sure about that. But however, if somebody has tapped the CM's phone and if they feel that, then they should definitely take it up very, very seriously. And yes, it is definitely an offense if somebody has tapped.
Okay.
But I don't think BJP will stoop down to this kind of a level because we're not really interested in tapping Mamata Banerjee's phone. But like I said again,
Monojit
like
Mandal, the BJP says only two people could have done it, either at Mamata Banerjee's phone or at Partho Pratim Roy's phone. So clarity should be sought by the TMC itself.
No.
Who tapped it? Who leaked it? And according to the BJP, the purpose was polarization of minority votes. The remaining 40% in the last three phases of elections. The aim was minority votes, sir.
Why lies the question of polarization? Politics over dead bodies, injuries of some people. It is BJP's forte. We have seen what they have done with Shobha Mujumdar's very unfortunate injuries and subsequent death for one long month, and even now. The Prime Minister of the country will give the same kind of example. So what are they talking about? Will they take moral high ground? I've called him out. The Prime Minister on 1st of April says that Mamata is going to contest from another seat. Now, is it a violation of the poll code of conduct when you target the principal leader of the opposition?
Was this for polarization of minority votes? That's the charge the BJP levels. A face-off between Narendra Modi and Mamata Banerjee on this issue. Let's listen into both. I'll come back to you, Monojit Mandal, and to Shotarupa. Let's listen into both. There'll be more clarity on the subject and less repetition then. Let's listen in.
कुछ बिहार में जो हुआ उस पर कल एक ऑडियो टेप आपने सुना होगा. इस ऑडियो में कुछ बिहार के टीएमसी नेता को कहा जा रहा है कि मारे गए लोगों के शवों के साथ रैली निकालो. दीदी, वोट बैंक के लिए कहां तक जाएगी आप?
সেটা বললেও ফোনটাকে ট্যাপ করছে কেন্দ্রীয় সরকার, পুরো ফোন ট্যাপ করছে এবং ইটস এ গ্রেট স্ক্যাম. আমি এটা নিয়ে সিআইডি এনকোয়ারি অর্ডার দেব এবং আমি মনে করি এটা সিআইডি এনকোয়ারি করে বের করা উচিত. কে আমার ফোন ট্যাপ করেছে আমি জানতে চাই.
Monojit Mandal, the point the BJP raises is, why would Mamata Banerjee, if that audio tape is authentic, and BJP claims now that it's been authenticated by the Trinamool Congress itself, saying that the CM's phone was being tapped, why would she want the families not to get the bodies? Why would she want a procession to be taken out with the dead bodies of the four people who were killed? According to the BJP, all four members of the minority and supporters of the Trinamool Congress.
I'm telling you, the way these people were brutally murdered in cold blood, the body should have been shown to the entire country. The kind of human rights violation that they have caused, of course. Look at the level of discourse that we're having. Not a single national outrage. Probably you are the only person who is still talking about the videos. Look how these people are killed. I mean, how these people are killed and the CRPF is leaving this place completely unfazed as if nothing happened. And they're showing the tapes, showing the videos after 10 minutes.
Okay.
When the CRPF has completely left that particular place.
Okay.
The vandals.
Shotarupa, I have 30 seconds remaining on the broadcast. Please respond. The Trinamool Congress says they wanted to parade the dead bodies not because they were minorities, four members of the minority community who were killed, but the manner in which they were killed, they wanted the whole world to see it. Respond, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, again. No, it's very clear. Mamata Banerjee in the tape herself has said, who were these people? So then Partha says that they were our people. So she says very clearly, tell the people not to claim the bodies. And then she says that tell them that there will be another parade where we're going to show the dead bodies. So it's very clear in the way there was the fifth person who had died that very day, and there's been not a single mention from Trinamool. So had they been so humanitarian, had they been feeling so much for the whole population, they would have said a word about the fifth young boy who died in a voting line. So this was an unfortunate incident. There have been CRPF has clarified very clearly what happened,
okay.
And still she wants to play these ridiculously low appeasement politics by parading dead bodies simply because they are from the minority community.
It just goes on to show how intense this battle is. But Monojit Mandal and Shatarupa, many thanks for joining me. Incidentally, it is the Central Industrial Security Force, the CISF, that was involved and not the CRPF, as Partho Pratim Ray told Mamata Banejree in that audio conversation. The CISF, of course, claimed they opened fire in self-defense. That's at least their claim. Whether there will be an inquiry or not, we'll track that story very closely.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.